HTML file creates the structure and layout for a web page called My Meal App. In the section of the file, several external resources are linked in, including Font Awesome, Bootstrap, and a custom CSS style sheet. The file also includes a link to a shortcut icon and title of the website. The file contains several sections, including a header, heading, and search bar. The header section contains the navigation bar, which includes a button that triggers an off-canvas navigation menu for displaying favorite meals. The heading section displays the text, Your Meals. The search bar is used for searching meals and it has an event, onClick, that calls the function ShowMeAList. The file also includes several JavaScript functions such as ShowFamiList and ShowMeAList that handle the behavior of the page. The off-canvas navigation menu displays the favorite meals and it has a button to close it. It also uses several icons for different sections. It's also using Bootstrap and Font Awesome for styling and icons.
It's also including some icons like Iconify icon.
This is a CSS file that styles various elements on a web page, including the body, header, navbar, search bar, meal card, meal details container, off-canvas, contact details, and footer.
The CSS file uses the Poppins font from Google Fonts, sets the background color to a dark color, and adds various box shadows, border radii, and padding to different elements. Overall, it gives a sleek and modern look to the website with a dark color scheme.
This code is a JavaScript file that interacts with the DOM, document object model, to display a list of meals based on a user's search input and also allows the user to add meals to a favorites list. First, it checks if there is a favorites list in local storage, and if not, it creates an empty array of favorites in local storage. Then, it defines an async function, fetchMealsFromAPI, which takes in a URL and a value as parameters. It uses the fetch API to send a request to the URL passed in along with the value. It then converts the response to a JSON object and returns it. In the ShowMeAList function, it first gets the value of the search input and parses the favorites list from local storage into an array. It then calls the fetchMealsFromAPI function with the URL for the API and the search input value. It creates an empty string variable, hotmail, that will be used to store the HTML code for the meals that will be displayed. It then waits for the promise returned by the fetchMealsFromAPI function to resolve and checks if the response contains a meals property. If it does, it loops through each meal and checks if it exists in the favorites list. If it does, it adds a class, active, to the favorite button, and if it doesn't add the class. It then constructs the HTML code for each meal and appends it to the hotmail variable. If the response does not contain a meals property, it means no meals were found and it displays a message saying that the meal was not found. Finally, it sets the initMail of the main element in the DOM to the hotmail variable, effectively displaying the list of meals.